Good morning, beautiful folks. I am just getting all the other channels going. So, welcome to Friday Live with Chantelle. And here we are. It's either Thursday afternoon over in the States or it's Friday morning in New Zealand, or down under, as we call it. Okay, so what I'm doing is just getting the other channels going, like Instagram. Wish they would talk together. And if you are on Instagram, or if you're coming into on Instagram, can you please head over to the YouTube channel, which I am just posting links on, guys. So hello, Angel, all the way from the States. Good morning, Anne from Auckland. And I'm just posting that YouTube streaming video on. If you have trouble communicating with me, please head over to YouTube, because I know it's working, or Facebook's working as well. Okay, so where am I at today? Of course, it's like where Chantelle around the world. So today I'm in the Bay of Islands, of course. So this is a great energy spot, and we want to get into it. Today, I'm going to talk about the spleen. It's one of my favorite organs. Not many people know about it, and I definitely have a lot of spleen issues. So we're going to dive into that. In the meantime, I want you to chat while I talk for about 10, 15 minutes on the spleen. I want you to chuck in the chat anything you want me to work on. I will be doing an energetic treatment in about 15 or so minutes. And I want you to focus on, if you can put all sorts in the chat, I don't really mind, but focus on any shock or trauma that you had, because the spleen is related to shocks and traumas, where it sort of holds the energy for it. So put that in, and we will dive into that in about 15 or so minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to share my screen so you know what I'm talking about, like where the hell is the spleen in the body? Not many people know where that is, and it's actually a really tiny organ. So I'm just going to share my little spleen picture with you guys, and you should be able to see that on the screen. Hi, Regan. And then I'm just going to do this so I can see everybody while I chat about things about the spleen. All right, so the spleen in traditional Chinese medicine. So I love that, such an ancient wisdom is the traditional Chinese medicine. It's been around for thousands of years, so I love it. And with bioenergetics, it's sort of they complement each other, okay? So bioenergetics is more the modern terminology of energy, how we work energy systems in the body. So it's a great mix together. So we've been the old with the new. All right, so the spleen is a vital organ, and it's right there on the left-hand side, just underneath the lung, okay, and above around the stomach. It's really closely related to the stomach, and we'll get to that, and also the pancreas, so we'll get to that. So what is the spleen? It plays a crucial role in digestion and energy production. It transforms from food, from the stomach, it transforms that energy into vital energy, or chi, what we call chi, or life force. Okay, so it's also part of the earth element. I'll go through all this later on. And it helps to break down stuff in blood. It's a blood filter as well. Okay, so it's all about that. It's all about our immune system. It has so many different things happening with it. It's actually a really cool organ. Well, what it does, they all are, but this one's like does filters the blood. That helps the immune system. It's also putting energy into the blood and all sorts of stuff. So, and it also holds our shocks and traumas as well. So. Right, so getting back into bioenergetics, so it's responsible for obviously the chi, the life force in the blood. Okay, it's a distribution of energy. So it does that through the digestion organs. Okay, so it produces the blood, and that goes and nourishes out all the different organs, and that's how it gets the energy around the body. It's also connected to the emotions of worry, okay, or overthinking, emotional stress. Okay, and that's why I say trauma. Okay, when you have a traumatic event, it's stress. Good morning, Pamela from the States. So that's what it does, and basically it governs the transportation and transformation of food and fluids into the chi and into the blood. Okay, so that's how it does it. It also nourishes that chi into the muscles. Okay, so it gives us body strength and vitality. And a weak spleen can result in fatigue and muscle weakness and even obesity. Hey, who would have thought? And then we got some chat going on. Cool. Love it, guys. Chat to each other. Lots of people around here around the world know each other, but we're all in different countries, and it's a great chance to get together. So use the chat for that by all means. Right. So 5-element theory. This is what I love about it. I'm going to change my little picture here, because you know where the spleen is now. Let's change. Let's go to 5-element theory. Stop sharing that screen. And I'm going to share another screen just because I can. have the technology. Worked out the technology, more like it. All right, here we go. So this is a 5-element theory. And where have you gone? You're here. Right, you should see that on your screen. So 5-element theory, you hear me talk about it a lot. I love the 5 elements. Nice and basic, it makes sense. So basically, the spleen is part of the earth element. So there's 5 elements: fire, wood, earth, metal, water. Did I say fire, earth, metal, water, and wood? Yeah. Okay. So there's 5 elements, and they have a season, emotion, a color, and a taste, and all sorts of other things related to emotions as well. So, and then they link to each other. It's really cool theory to get into. So the spleen is related to the earth element. Okay, so basically its sister or its other joining or yin and yang organ is the stomach. It's also related to the late summer season. Okay, so none of us in that at the moment. So maybe a little bit in the US, you're late going the summer going into, you're more into fall, so you've gone past it. It's also related to, as I said, worry and stress. Okay, shock, trauma, the color yellow, the taste of sweetness. Okay, it's really closely linked to the pancreas. So if you think of the pancreas as your organ that suffers when you've got diabetes or can't process sugar, so think of sweetness. It's also about the direction of stability and grounding. Okay, it's right in the center of our body. Okay, so it's all about stability and grounding. It's all about nurturing. Okay, that's what the stomach's all about as well. It's about nurturing. Okay, so that's what that's all about. What else have I got in here that will be good to know? Okay, yin qi deficiency. Okay, it's commonly diagnosed in traditional Chinese medicine. This can result in symptoms like fatigue, poor digestion, bloating, loose stools, and muscle weakness. Okay, and it's often derived from poor diet, overwork, or emotional strain. So in my case, basically overwork. I'm one of those stressful workers, and I'm high stress all the time with work. Okay, that's just me. So my spleen is always suffering, and that backs up to the liver. Okay, so I don't win across that side of things. The spleen yang deficiency is more severe, where the body's warmth and energy are reduced. So symptoms may include cold limbs. Who has cold feet? Okay. Diarrhea and water retention, definitely tick all those boxes as well. Okay, so we really need to work on our spleen. Not many people know what that's all about. Also, dampness and phlegm. Okay, I've suffered all my life from sinus. No, I never didn't know why. I didn't have hay fever. Okay, but this when the spleen fails to transform fluids properly, it can lead to dampness in the body. So that's when you get water retention. Okay, bloating, lethargic, heavy limbs. Okay, so at the end of the day, my limbs can be really heavy. They're full of water because I haven't got my chi's not working properly. Okay, so my spleen's not working properly. And then we head into the emotional and spiritual aspects of the spleen. So the emotions of the spleen, I keep saying worry, it's stress, overthinking, and also shock and trauma. The spiritual connections are linked to the yi, or intelligence, which governs thinking, study, and focus. Okay, so when it's in balance, it can help with memory, thinking, problem solving, and who doesn't want that? Okay, so that's what it's all about. So basically, in summary, the spleen's role in traditional Chinese medicine and bioenergetics is deeply intertwined into the body's ability to transform and utilize energy, maintain emotional balance, and nourish the body's systems. Maintaining spleen health through lifestyle choices, dietary practices, and emotional management is the key to helping with this organ and the well-being of in traditional Chinese medicine. Okay, so that's a big word, eh? Cool, I'll go into the chats. Good morning, Karen from Tauranga. Right, Regan. Okay, yeah, I'm going to come through these comments. Cool, thanks, Angel, saying great information. Regan, I'm going to come back to your comments, so I'm going to come read all those comments that we're going to do with the treatment. Okay, so chuck in there, keep chucking in the comments what you want me to work on. I'm going to move on to our cards, so change out screen for this. And yeah, today we've got an interesting card, different pack than normal, because, where's my mouse gone to? There it is. Just because, get rid of that actually, because it is, I can. And sorry about the light, it's like really bright behind me, so I can't really do it, and there's a light coming in, reflecting off that water. Whew. So it's really, really bright in here. And hot, my feet are burning from the sun. All right, here we go. Here's the card today. The card is, because I thought we're going into Beltane for us here in New Zealand next weekend. We're going into Beltane, which is sort of an Irish or Celtic festival. So I thought I'd grab those cards out. So these are a new pack. And I'm going to apologise right now for not saying these words that are Welsh. Okay, they've got quite a, I can't even explain what English is, but Welsh is completely different language to me. So I'm going to read the card from this. This is really cool. So this is from the pack. This is actually a New Zealand girl who designed this pack, and she's now living in Australia. And I went to her winter solstice festival in the middle of the year, and she's absolutely a young spark. She's young and she's so vibrant, and she just put on an amazing festival over there. So her name is Nicola McIntosh, obviously originated from Wales or the UK area, just like I did many centuries ago. So a lot of us Kiwis originate from England or from Scotland. My ancestry is definitely Scottish. So we all Irish, all come from that sort of area of the world, landed in New Zealand about 200 years ago. Okay, so that's how we came here as white men on boats. And we brought along all our different traditions. Okay, so this girl, she's amazing. Okay, so she's New Zealander living in Aussie. All right, so here we go. She's studied a lot of it. She's got a cookbook and all sorts. It's awesome. All right, so this card. Now, here we go for the spelling. It's Ring-a-win, I think. I hope I spelled that, pronounce that right. And you guys all know me by now that I cannot pronounce anything. Is known as a shape-shifting underworld goddess. Who would have thought? She is said to stir her cauldron, making her herbal and magical brews. Legend tells of Jiwin, a boy, left in charge to stir the cauldron's potion, who accidentally splashed it. He sucked the 3 drops off his thumb, and from this potion he was bestowed knowledge, magic, and the goddess's shape-shifting skills. Caridwen was angry and chased Gwenon. They both shape-shifted into many different animals to escape until eventually Jiwin, who's the boy, was eaten by Goredwin. But his life force, now this is interesting because this is a philosophy of Dr. David Martin. His life force merged with hers. So when we eat something or when we transform into something, that life force gets transferred. Okay, so this is the legend. But his life force merged with hers, and she became pregnant with his essence. Goredwin could not bear to keep him, but he was a beautiful child, so she bundled him up and sent him off on the water, and he was later found and adopted, and he grew up to be a famous talisman. Okay, so that's what the story or the legend is of her. On drawing this card, the transformation is likely, if you are not already beginning one. First, it is necessary to gather all correct ingredients, like the spleen, and mix them together in a melting pot. Be careful to ensure everything is placed at the correct time, which means certain astrological points in time also. Transformation can be welcomed and sometimes not. And that's the whole thing about transformation. Sometimes it's welcoming and sometimes it's a hard road and you've got to get through it. Okay. But one thing remains certain, you will not be the same afterwards. Nothing stays the same. This is usually a good thing, no matter how you might perceive it at the time. And I know going through major life crises or transformation is scary at the time, but at the other end of it is absolutely amazing. So just keep pushing through. As the story of the shape-shifting goes, so too is the point of shapeshift or adaptability to every different situation. What is in your life that you can apply this to? What do you need to adapt or adopt? A different way of being. Look at each situation and decide what qualities you need most to navigate your way through. It's about thinking and doing differently in order to obtain a different outcome than normal. What magic can you put in your cauldron? Goredwin is also known as the moon goddess, another significant sign of cycles and change. Everything is in a state of flux. Now we get reminded of this all the time from Shapeshifting, okay? The only constant in life is change. And time to roll with the flow. I get told that all the time. Look at yourself and your life and see what happens, what needs to change, needs to move, needs to grow. Let it in. Don't resist. Now this is the magic of energy. Let it in and don't resist. There is a gift. This is a gift of change. What are you ready to create? So that is our message from the cards today. Man, I'm getting dark, aren't I? Okay, so that was the message from the cards. And I think it goes really well with the spleen, about transformation, about knowledge. The spleen has got so much knowledge and chi, and the blood, you know, there's knowledge and blood, and the magic of it as well. So that is the card today. So let's get into our treatment. Bang on time, 1:15. Awesome. All right, let's get in there. We'll stop sharing that so I can see you guys. See the chat, what's going on? Okay, so I'm going to start at the top. So remember, shock, trauma, that's what the spleen's all about. So I'm going to read through the comments and I'm going to absorb that information, and then we're going to work on the spleen to start off with, and then we'll see what everything takes form. I've actually called in the land today, the ancestors of this land. This energy up here is a very special energy. I love it. We've got water, we've got native bush that's never been touched. So there's lots of great natural energy here. So I'm going to tune into that as well. I already have tuned into it. So here we go. Okay, starting at the top. Monina Carolyn, she's always putting stuff in there. Violet. So I'm just going to tune on Violet. So Violet's had a car accident. One of our teens, you know how they learn. And she's got a sore back. She's still suffering from a back. So I'm just kidding into Violet. She knows me. Cool. Thanks, Violet. Then we've got, we've got Maria. I was connecting into her as well. I know who she is. Major shock this year of her husband passing away. Okay, I left a young family as well. So I'm just connecting into her, picking up on that. Cool. Thank you, Carolyn. And then we're going down. Good morning, Anne. Yes, got you. I'm going to tune into Anne. Easy to tune in. Angel. Angel's easy to tune into. We're so alike, it's unbelievable. So give it to me, Angel. She's like, yeah, you can have it. Yeah. Regan. Okay, Regan. Okay, now dealing with fear and anger, due to losing a health situation. Okay. Okay, cool. Just tuning into that, Regan. I've got you. Cool. And Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Pam, I know Pam. Karen. Karen says, awesome to hear the story again, set on Balala Lake, where my mother-in-law was born. Wow, see, another Kiwi. See how we connect with other lands overseas is really, really amazing. Thank you, Karen, for that update. Wow, awesome. And Anne, I'm still a little fatigued after migraine. Okay, this is going to help with this. The whole spleen thing is going to help with you, Anne, from your past history that we know about it. My mindset needs to change from Pamela. Yeah, so does mine. I get told every week. I feel like my body buzzing, but it feels like it's tense and itchy. I think my blood needs circulating. Yeah. Carolyn, of course it does. Daughter's shins, please. Oh, she must be starting on playing running again, I would imagine. Okay, let me just tune into her. I know who she is. Into those shins. Cool. All right. Okay. Is that everybody on the mix? Cool. All right. Let's work on it. So, and mixing all this together with our spleen energy. So, just pulling in the organ of spleen, pulling in that earth element, and then shocks and trauma, and also the. I'm going to work on the worry as well. Okay. The worry, the overwhelmment that happens with that. Ooh, okay. Here we go. What are we going to use today, guys? Thank you. Penis. Seems to be a theme lately, guys. Jashikta's chant. Oh, okay. All right. So, chant-wise, Jashikta's chant. If you don't know already, so Jashikta is gets channeled through Angel. Okay, and Jashikta is a source light energetic, the energy. Okay, and they're really, really ancient and very, very wise. So I call it my wisdom teaching of the week. Aman. Okay, knees. I'm adding some more on there. Okay, cool. Got you, Aman. All right, here we go. Here we go. So spleen and all those. I've got my magical soup, my magical cauldron actually today, since we spoke about that. Anchan mansan chanka, helios mansan sensa, helios manchan senka. Anchan manka, ilios sanka, ansun moon. Ansan manka, Ilios Munsa. Ansan manka, Ilios Munsa, Sun Moon, Hasin Chinka, Ilios Munsa, Hum. Anchan man san chinka, Helios san man sinsa, Helios man chan sinka, Anchan manka, Ilios sanka, An sun moon, Ansan manka, Ilios moonsa, sun moon, in Hasin chinka, Ilios moonsa, You know, one more. Anchan man san chinka, Ilios san man sinsa, Helios man chan sinka, Anchan manka, Ilios sanka, An sun moon, Ansan manka, Ilios moonsa, sun moon, Hasin chinka, Ilios moonsa, How's everyone feeling? Check on the chat how everyone's feeling. Let's see if we need any more. Still saying we need more. Okay, we need more. Anchan man chan sinka, Helios san man sinsa, Helios man chan sinka. Anchan manka, Ilios manka, An sun moon. Ansan manka, Ilios moonsa, An sun moon. Hasen chinka, Ilios moonsa. That feels better. All right. Whew. Okay, so that's the chant, ancient chant, divine light coming through, clearing out darkness and refilling with divine light. Okay, so what else do we need to do on this element of earth and the spleen and everybody else? Yeah, we're going to break it up with the blue ray as well. So just calling on the blue ray, activating my hands as well for, that's what they're waiting for. Like, where are they all? More peaceful. Thank you, Regan. Feels a lot better. Thank you, Carolyn. All right, so just activating those hands of mine. So I'm just channeling in whoever wants to channel in, actually. So we've got some helpers on board. If you can see them, let me know, because I love to know who's around. Some people have the gift of sight. Okay, so let me know what you can see. You might be seeing different colors. You might see different or feel different things. You might hear different things. And I'm just going to bring in the blue beams, okay, the blue ray. So you might see some galactic beings around me. They seem to come in as well. And I'm just going to break this energy up with the blue ray as well. So here we are. We're talking about the earth element here, the spleen, the stomach. Okay, and I'm going to add in spine point 7. Okay, so the thoracic 7 as well, which is also related to the spleen. Okay, and also the abdominal blood vessels. There's a big blood vessel that goes down the middle of us. This is also related to the thoracic 7. So chucking that in the mix as well. Here we go. So this is going to be a shissing sound. If my mic cuts out, I do apologize because the frequency is quite high. Here we go. Shh, shh. So let everything go, okay? Let everything fall to earth. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, just charging that, so just broken that up. So check in the chat how you're feeling, what else is coming up, any emotions coming up. How's the body feeling? And I'm just charging it. So we've broken that energy up that should be falling to earth. So allow it to fall to earth because Mother Earth is negative. She loves the negative energy. So let it flow. She'll transform that. As we say, our blood transforms food, chi to life force energy. Mother Earth does the same. She transforms the negative energy that we give to her to life force energy for all of us on the planet, including the animals and the plants and everything. Okay, so allow it to fall to earth, allow it to transform it. And then I'm coming through now with blue rays, so you might feel some divine light coming through, okay, or galactic light just coming through, filling up the spaces and the gaps that are fallen through, that you created with letting stuff go or transforming stuff. Very, very, we got there? Comments, Pamela, empowered. Yes, love it. Peace and fear are battling. Yay, love it, Regan. That's great. So we've got a challenge going on. Yes, okay, so just keep working on that. Okay, so what are we up to? I need a couple more minutes. So what else do we want to do? What else does all my helpers want to do today? There's that energy expanding. So my hands, if you come from, you can't see my hands. Oh, there's a dog behind me. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, Bob is dog. He's my troublesome this way because we look after this place. We basically are the gatekeepers. See the gate there? We are the gatekeepers of this property. And we have to know what's going on. And then the other property, which is quite busy for being such a remote place on Earth. All right, so just filling that all up. Yeah, we're going to finish with just some pangos, just some chi, because the spleen just needs a little bit of a boost. So I'm just coming through with some pangu energy, some pure light force energy coming through. Okay, just so change your frequency, guys. If you're used to a frequency, just change. I'm just going to open up the passcode. Kindness and believeness is basis, take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. I'm just going to keep that going. Right, so just what's happening this week. So talking about Pangu, just came to mind, hey, you need to talk about Qigong. Okay, so Qigong, life force cultivation. Okay, this body needs it. This weekend we have got the non-moving form of Pangu, the Pangu family. If you have already done the moving form for over a month, then you can get hold of me and I will give you the link to learn the non-moving form from Keith. If you are interested in creating your own life energy, then you can also do that as well. Okay, so we've got online courses for that as well. Okay, so get in touch. Really, really important you build your chi. A place like this here now is really, really important. Grounding yourself, making sure you're grounded, helps with the chi and helps with the spleen. Okay, centering. And actually, I might just do that now. So I want everybody to center themselves. Think of their feet in the ground. Okay, so we've got talking about earth. So I really want you to put those feet in the ground. Okay, and let those roots spread out. And I want you to bring that mind, all that craziness that goes on, all that stress, daily stress, bring it all in, bring it into your center to where your stomach, your spleen, and your liver is across that line there. So bring it in, or where we call it our solar plex. Okay, our solar plex chakra. There's a chakra right there, and it is a yellow chakra. So imagine the color yellow, bringing that all in there. Okay, and then we're going to take the energy down into ground, a bit of grounding to go with everything today, just to bring everything back into line and to settle us on a Friday night, or Friday today, or Thursday evening over in the States. So just taking that all to ground. Okay, now transformation-wise, letting it all go, I want you to connect even further, going through your Earth star, which is another chakra, down below the Earth, taking it through that. Taking it down to your incarnation point, okay? So everybody has got a soul incarnation point on Earth. So just visualize that going down in the middle of Earth somewhere. That's your landing spot for the soul when it arrived on Earth. Who knows how long ago? And put that in there. Thank you, Angel. And then we'll just going to pull up Mother Earth's energy as it comes up that line and coming up through our feet, coming up. Remember, she's transformed that into beautiful life force energy. So you might feel some different colors coming through. Okay, pulling that up and then just having it center into our center as well. Okay, into that line of organs there, the spleen, the stomach, and the liver and the gallbladder, okay, right in that center, that solar plexus. Just allow it going into there, and just allowing it to flow out of that solar plexus chakra. Cool. Pamela, my fingers are tingling. I love it. I love it when people can feel chi sensations. So if you haven't felt chi sensations before, or if you haven't felt energy, or if you can't feel me, it took me months, and I mean months, to feel energy, and probably years actually to actually really feel it. It starts with a fine pin needles, okay, on the fingers normally, in the hands. And then you'll start feeling it in the body, or around the body. Actually, I feel it more. I don't feel it in the body. I feel it more around the body. Feel it around the body, and then you'll probably hear some pops and bangs. Quite often when I'm working on people, you get some stomach gurgling going on. That is an indication of energy moving. You might have different colors coming in. You might have different visions. You might have different feelings. You might be having pain points somewhere in the body. Okay, so that is all energy moving. And that's what we want. We want it moving. We're wanting it to move and not be stagnant. The whole idea about bioenergetics and traditional Chinese medicine is to move the energy. We are in a flow state, just like the car said. We want to be flowing along with life. Same with our body. We're an energetic being that needs to flow. Okay, we need the flow going. If it becomes stagnant, that's when we start having issues in our fields. With 8 fields, it could be in any of the fields, but eventually we'll end up in our physical field as a pain point or disease or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we need to keep things moving, and the spleen is such a great organ for doing that. And it does get stagnation quite often. So we need to keep working. A bit like the liver. The liver does a lot as well. So we need to work on both organs to help the flow, the cycle of the life, basically. All righty. How's everybody feeling? Because I'm still just talking away, just putting out energy out there. Still don't feel anything. I love it, and I took years. I just had to believe in it. Okay, I got told by Keith, believe in it. Told by Angel, believe in it. Okay, I'll just believe in it, and magical things happen. Okay, so just believe, open up, and believe that it will work. And here I am, channeling different energies. All right, so that's it for me this week. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Pamela. And thank you. Very peaceful. Yeah, I'm feeling really peaceful too, Angel. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. Yes, it's Beltane for me next week. So we're going on an Irish Beltane festival, but I will be tuning to you before that, before I head off on that. So we'll see you next week. We're fucking gonna oatmeal this. I love it, Regan. So do I. I wish it was plugged in all the time, you know. So, but anyway, so yeah, have a great week, everybody. Thank you for turning up. Love you to bits, and we'll see you next week.